The massive holographic display flickered to life in the center of the United Earth Defense Command's war room, casting an eerie blue glow across the faces of humanity's military leaders. Admiral Sarah Chen stared at the transmission from the Galactic Council with cold determination, her weathered hands clasped behind her back. Primitive species of Sol 3. The voice of Archon Velthak resonated through the chamber, his serpentine features twisted in what passed for diplomatic condescension among the Zephyrian race. The Galactic Council has reached a unanimous decision. Your species has violated 17 intersystem accords through your unauthorized expansion into the Kepler 442 system. You will immediately withdraw all colonial vessels and submit to Council oversight. Failure to comply within 72 standard hours will result in corrective measures. The transmission ended abruptly, leaving the war room in tense silence. General Marcus Rodriguez was the first to speak, his voice barely containing his fury. Corrective measures? They're threatening to glass our colonies because we dared to settle worlds they deemed strategically significant. Chen turned to faced the assembled officers. Around the table sat representatives from every major Earth nation, unified for the first time in human history by an external threat that dwarfed their terrestrial conflicts. Analysis, Dr. Petrov. The elderly xenobiologist adjusted his glasses nervously. The Galactic Council consists of 47 species, Admiral. They've maintained galactic peace for over 3 millennia through what they call managed expansion. Younger species are guided in their development. Those who resist face economic isolation at best, orbital bombardment at worst. How many species have they eliminated? Asked General Liu Wei, commander of the Asian Defense Coalition. Records suggest at least 12 civilizations have been restructured for non-compliance, Petrov replied grimly. The Council views it as necessary pruning for galactic stability. Admiral Chen moved to the tactical display where Earth's modest fleet hung in holographic representation around the solar system. 67 ships total. A pathetic force compared to the thousands of vessels at the Council's disposal. Yet her expression remained resolute. They expect us to bow our heads and accept subjugation, she said quietly. They believe that because we're young, because we're outnumbered, we'll submit like frightened children. General Rodriguez leaned forward. Admiral, I've run the numbers. Even with our most optimistic projections, we can't win a conventional war against the Council. Their technology is centuries ahead of ours. Conventional war, Chen repeated, a slight smile playing at the corners of her mouth. General, when has humanity ever fought a conventional war when our survival was at stake? She gestured to the display, and the image shifted to show human colony ships scattered across nearby star systems. For the past century, we've been building, exploring, adapting. The Council sees primitive expansion. They don't see what makes us dangerous. Dr. Petrov frowned. Admiral, what are you suggesting? Every Council species achieved interstellar travel through gradual, methodical advancement. They developed faster-than-light communication centuries before FTL travel. They established diplomatic protocols before they needed them. They're organized, efficient, predictable. Chen's eyes gleamed. We stumbled into the stars in less than 200 years. We built colony ships before we perfected life support. We're chaotic, desperate, and completely unpredictable. The room fell silent as her meaning became clear. Operation Wildfire, she announced. Every human colony becomes a fortress. Every mining operation becomes a weapons manufacturing facility. Every transport ship becomes a potential weapon. The Council wants to play by their rules of civilized warfare. Formations, declarations, negotiated surrenders. General Liu Wei caught on first. Guerrilla warfare. On a galactic scale. Exactly. They'll expect us to defend Earth, to mass our forces for glorious last stands. Instead, we scatter, we hide, we strike when they least expect it. Chen pulled up star charts showing human settlements. 43 colonies, 17 mining operations, 31 research stations. They can't occupy them all simultaneously. The casualties will be enormous, Rodriguez warned. Civilian populations. We'll volunteer by the millions, Chen finished, because that's what humans do when faced with extinction. We don't surrender. We adapt, we endure, and we make our enemies pay for every inch. Dr. Petrov looked troubled. Admiral, the Council has protocols for dealing with insurgencies. They'll simply escalate until they're forced to choose. Between committing genocide against every human settlement or negotiating, Chen interrupted. And if they choose genocide, then at least we'll go down fighting, and the galaxy will see what civilized really means. The secure communication array crackled to life with incoming transmissions from every human outpost. Colony governors, mining supervisors, research directors, all requesting the same thing: permission to fight. Captain Elena Vasquez, commander of the mining station at Wolf 359, appeared on screen first. Admiral, my people are ready. We've got industrial fabricators, refined metals, and about 300 very angry miners who don't appreciate being told where they can and can't work. Similar reports flooded in from across human space. Scientists volunteering to weaponize their research, farmers converting agricultural equipment into improvised weapons, children helping to build sensor networks in asteroid fields. Admiral Chen felt a surge of pride mixed with profound sorrow. This was humanity at its finest and most terrible, united not by conquest or greed, but by the simple refusal to kneel. Very well, she announced to the assembly. Send word to all human settlements. The Galactic Council demands our obedience. She paused, letting the weight of her next words settle over the room. Humanity answers with fire. As the orders went out across the stellar network, Chen knew they were crossing a line from which there could be no return. The Council expected a brief, decisive conflict against a primitive species. Instead, they would face something they had never encountered in 3 millennia of galactic dominance, a species that would rather burn the galaxy down than live on their knees. The war for human independence had begun,